What I'm currently doing is I'm preparing Leave Him Cold. That's one song I released during Corona. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've played the song. It's been a long time since I've looked at the sheet music of the song. Back then, I used to compose very differently. The way I used to work was I had a groove in mind and had a structure of a song in mind. I wrote the lyrics. For the lyrics, I had a certain rhythm in mind, but nothing super concrete. Unlike now I work with full scores. I write almost every single note that the musicians play with very specific sounds in mind and blah, blah, blah. Also, I program a lot. Back then, I didn't work on the computer as much as I do now. So the sheet music that I have from back then is kind of a mess, and I had to transcribe the music almost completely, especially the vocal part. A shout out to Alex. She did a great job creating melody around my rhythm, because the rhythm I gave her and the lyrics and how to split them up, but I didn't give her the pitches. Now I have a concert coming up in a few months, and it's going to be sung by another singer, a male vocalist. And he needs to have the song in a different key. I wrote everything down on Sibelius, and I need to import it into Logic. And for now, I just want to do the main vocal part, which is the verses and the choruses. I want to create those more or less on Logic so that the singer has something to go by. He will need to change the key. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the details of the Logic session just now, because the key will still change. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to program a little bit something, which I've done here. As you can see, there's already stuff in here. But I'm going to export it in 2, 3, 4 different keys so that he can kind of experiment and sing along with the song in different keys and decide for himself which key works. And then I'll continue working on the backing tracks, the click track, and the sheet music for the musicians. I will not be able to send out the sheet music for my musicians before I get the final key we need the song in. I don't change keys of the songs every time I get a new singer. That would be just way too much work. But this song I haven't played in 4 years, and none of my musicians have ever played it. So there's not much relearning to do from the musicians' part, and there's not much reprogramming of the backing tracks, because back then I didn't use any backing tracks. No click track, no backing tracks. As you can see, I've already imported the Sibelius session, and I've changed some sounds, like for the drums that I have used now Superior Drummer. Let's listen back. That's Superior Drummer. I've got the chorus is cool with the China. Listen back. And tune track also bass, easy bass. It's the chorus. And guitar. And you can hear that's a mistake. This should go like this. Yeah, so that's the rough programming that I already did. What is still missing is the voice, so that the singer can actually hear what the voice is more or less doing. And the voice straight from Sibelius is this part here, which is currently just this synthesizer sound. If it came, this one. And as you know, I'm a big fan of Synthesizer V by Dreamtonics. I'm of course gonna use that plugin for this demo. Now I'm just gonna export the Sibelius file to MIDI. And now I'm gonna open Synthesizer V. I wanna import card, import leave MIDI, and check. Yes. And all of these can delete because that's the other instrument. And this should be the voice. What it doesn't do, I explained this in another video, is it doesn't change the time signature automatically. Synthesizer V, Dreamtonics, you're listening, that's really annoying. And every time I come in here, I have to figure it out from new. Okay, so it's 17.8. This ARA bridge link, it doesn't really work the way it's supposed to be working. So it's 17.8. Now you can see here it should start on the downbeat. The do not snap should be, I want it to be adaptive. And the lyrics, that's beautiful. Sibelius, I'm still working with Sibelius 6, which is, I bought it in 2011. I'm hoping that newer versions of Sibelius do this as well. In the metadata of the MIDI files, the lyrics are saved, which is awesome. And Dreamtonics, I just want to say, great job at making our lives so easy with the lyrics. Because as you can see, the lyrics are in here. And now it should be, how do you say, listenable. It's not going to be the best version, it's not going to be a great version, but it's going to be something that we can orient ourselves with. Let's play it back.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to change.
There you go. As you saw, I didn't invest any time in programming the voice. This was verse 1. Let's go to verse 2.
He went to bed with a girl, but stayed reserved. Something must be wrong, so he turned away.
Yeah, and now let's go to the chorus.
All girls always leave him cold, always leave him cold.
All right, just quickly, I'm not going to spend time programming the voice, but as you could hear, it says you and I neither got to choose. So because the syllables are split up into the different notes. So the way I do it is double click and put in the lyrics, never got to choose. And now next note, plus, next note, plus, next note, plus, next note, plus. And now it realizes that never is one word, and it should pronounce the word correctly now. Let's check it out.
Never got to choose.
There you go. It's very easy. I love working with this plugin. There's things, of course, that aren't as good yet. If you check out here, that's a 12/8. Here it changes to 15/8. And it doesn't do that. Even though I imported the MIDI file directly, didn't take the, the time signatures correctly. It did take where the changes happen, it did take the tempo, which is great. But in this song, there's no tempo changes. There's only time signature changes. So I have to now manually go to that's bar 10. I have to set time signature here. That's at 12.8. There you go. So now it's 12.8. And then if I go to bar 18, set time signature here. That's a 15.8. And a 15.8 is just a 5/4 in triplets. So it's 1 nada, 2 nada, 3 nada, 4 nada, 5 nada, 1. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think that's it. Drums is just math, really. That's bar 18, then in bar 19, the next bar, we switch to 12.8, which is just a 4/4 in triplets. And bar 20 is in 17 again. Set time signature here. If you were wondering why I chose 17 when I wrote this song, it's really neat. If you look here at the sheet music, it's dotted quarter, dotted quarter, dotted quarter, and then it gets twice as fast into dotted eighth notes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not 1, 2, 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's just because 17 sounds cool. And the way I count it is 1 nada, 2 nada, 3 nada, 4 nada, 5 nada, 6 nada, 1 nada, 2 nada, 3 nada, 4 nada, 5 nada, 6 nada. And if you clap the clave, it's like this. 1 nada, 2 nada, 3 nada, 4 nada, 5 nada, 6 nada, 1 nada, 2 nada, 3 nada, 4 nada, 5 nada, 6 nada, 1. It's really easy if you think of it in that clave. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to Synthesizer V. And right now I'm gonna decide whether this is good enough for a demo for my singer to choose which key he wants to sing it in. So let's listen back.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to change. Too much, long time had gone by.
And that's the original key that we recorded it in. I don't want to export everything.
A child would turn him on.
Let's just do it till the second chorus. This is right, and that sucks. I wanted to change. This should be hi-hat. Now let's find the hi-hat. Here.
A young child would turn him loose.
Cha-cha.
A young child would turn him on. A child would turn him on.
Yeah, you can hear from the voice that's not the way he's supposed to sing it. But I didn't program the voice just yet. What I'll do is I'll export it once in this key. X and bounce, go to MP3 because it's just a smaller file size. Bounces, leave him cold, B minor for Pascal. That's in B minor. Is it B minor? I don't know, it just starts with B minor. Now it's bouncing. There it is. Let's check if it bounced. I think it's probably gonna be a bit high for him. So now I'm gonna transpose this, just where are the notes here? Let's transpose it a whole step. So 2 half steps. Ah, that sucks. Yeah. And now let's go up an octave like this. Okay. And A. And I don't want these because that's my key switches. And now a whole step. There you go. Bass. Command A. And now let's check if everything's in tune. It works, but it's sounds wrong. I don't know. I'll actually just duplicate the track, mute this one, and say whole step down. And here I'll go into the notes, and I think it's Command T, transpose. -2, there you go. And then we'll give it a minute to render the voice, and now let's check it out.
He lived a normal child.
See, you can see here if I'm in the Synthesizer V plugin and I want to press play, it turns red when it's not yet rendered. It just doesn't play anything at all because it needs rendering. This is a whole step down.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to change. Too much long.
Let's go to the chorus. I want to listen back to the chorus, which is here. Well, this definitely works better with this voice. All right, and now let's bounce this one. This is not B minor, but this is A minor then, right? This should be an A. Yes, perfect. X and bounce.
He lived a normal childhood. Got to choose.
Okay, and now let's duplicate this track and write 2 whole step down, which is G minor, like General Motors. Mute this one and Command A, Command T, -2. All right, let's transpose this guitar. Command A, where are the notes? I cannot find them. And 1, 2. And here I have the key switches, which I cannot forget. Command A, Shift, deselect the key switches. Go in here. 1, 2. That's a whole step. And the bass, here I don't have any key switches yet. And 1, 2. All right, let's check out if this worked. It's very interesting how different keys have different characters. Just listen to this. Very, very different. It's like the guitar has a bit of different character to the hierarchy. Let's go to, maybe let's check out the part. Yeah, I have to check this part out. It doesn't work just yet. Let's check out the chorus. It's definitely darker in my ears. And now let's check out with the vocals from the beginning.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to change too much.
Very interesting. Second verse.
Went to bed. He went to bed with a girl, but stayed reserved. Something must be wrong. So he turned away from everyone.
From everyone. And this is the drum fill, and then it goes into the chorus.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. Young.
This key sounds cool. Let's just do one more. So C for the cycle, X, and bounce. So one more thing that I'll have to do once I get back from my singer with the right key is I have to transpose the score. With Sibelius it's really easy, but it's just a few buttons I have to press. But there's always mistakes and enharmonic confusion. Do you say enharmonic? Like, is it a C sharp or is it a D flat? Or A sharp or B flat? I usually don't pay much attention to those details, but it's much easier for the musicians to read and to get the music theoretic understanding of the piece when those enharmonic notations are actually correct. I apologize to all my musicians. I'm a drummer after all. That's the G minor, that's the lowest one.
You are free to choose who would get us loose.
Yeah, okay. And let's do one more. So Synthesizer V. Let's go from G flat, G minor to F minor. Let's duplicate this track. So that's 4 whole steps. Is that correct? 4 whole down, which is F minor. All right. So now we'll Command A, select all. Command T for transposing and -2. Okay, let this render out. Let's go to this guitar, which is here somewhere. And 1, 2. Now this guitar, again, same little game. Command A to select all, Shift and mouse click to select, deselect. Key switches, and now let's go 1, 2. And the last thing, the bass, 1, 2. So it should start with an F. Does. Let's check it. Mute the voice for now. Sounds different again. Some weird shit going on. Let's go to the chorus. This key feels more melancholic rather than mean. Do you feel the same way? Let's check it out with the voice.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to change. Too much, long time had gone by. Too much time.
I like the voice here. Let's go to the first chorus into third verse.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. A young child would turn him on. A child would turn him on. Off a bridge he would jump, so he could not harm you and I. Neither got to choose who would get us loose. You and I. Neither got to choose.
I like this key. All right, so now it's correct. C, X, bounce. That's F minor. Is that correct? Rename this to F minor and bounce. Let's compare 4 different keys for my song Leave Him Cold. Because I have a new singer that's gonna sing the song, we'll change the key. And I'm sending him 4 different keys. He can decide on a completely different key. But this is just for him to sing along and hear what his voice would sound like in the different keys. This is made with Synthesizer V. Let's check it out. This is the original key.
He lived a normal childhood till he no longer would. He loved cute girls of his age, but then things had to.
It's the verse. Let's check out the chorus.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. A young child would turn.
Let's actually just check out the chorus here. This is a whole step down.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. A young child would turn him on. A child would turn him on.
Sounds different. This is 2 whole steps down.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. A young child would turn him on. A child would turn him on. Off a.
And this is a 4th down. It's the lowest one. Check it out.
You and I never got to choose who would get us loose. A young child would turn him on. A child would turn him on. Off a bridge he would jump.
I think this one's my favorite. But again, it's up to the singer. What I'll do now, I have the sheet music ready. I have the audio ready for him to check out. And he'll take some time, probably and he'll get back to me, text me which key he wants to sing it in. And I'll rewrite the sheet music and I'll reprogram the logic file with the playback, the click track, the synthesizers, etc. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.